sudden thought cuts through the ticking clock, that maybe you forgot to lock the back door. The tea is cooling in the ceramic cup. I sit and stare at the wooden floor. The station wagon parked beneath the pine. Collector plates we bought in old Berlin. The dust is settling on the velvet chair where your cold coat used to hang right in. We packed the trunks before the heavy rain. You bought a one-way ticket down to Maine. I watched the shadows stretch across the yard and wonder why the good things fade so hard. The neighbors asked about you yesterday. I shook my head and smiled to pass the time. They think you went to help your aging aunt. They never knew about our hill and climb. I turned the dial to find a midnight show, an old waltz playing softly in the dark, remembering how we danced upon the dock before the rust consumed the iron park. The porch light burns to keep the shadows away. I blow it out and start to count the gray. The summer comes without you on the train, and I am left to watch the falling rain. Why does the brass bell ring when nobody comes in? The yellow napkin drifts across the tile. I wonder if my sister called my nephew in Berlin, or if she lost her address book a while. The radiator hums a tone from 30 years ago. I order black, but think about the cream. My coat is damp with yesterday's light snow. It's strange how early thoughts become a dream. The waitress wipes the corner table twice. She doesn't ask me what I came to find. I count the tiny cubes of melting ice and let the quiet slowly cross my mind. A heavy ceramic cup sits in the palm of a hand, tracing the worn silver edges where old letters stand. Steam rises soft while the baker lays cinnamon dough, watching the city wake up through the window glass slow. Terrors of yesterday soften like salt in the rain, leaving a peaceful rhythm along every train. The man 3 stools He's reading sports from June. He turns the page without a single sound. I think about the parlor piano always out of tune, and why the autumn leaves fall brown around. My thumb traces a crack upon the plate. I should have worn the thicker woolen socks. The kitchen timer dinged at 8:20. Time moves so differently inside these clocks. The waitress wipes the corner table twice. She doesn't ask me what I came to find. I count the tiny cubes of melting ice and let the quiet slowly cross my mind. A heavy ceramic cup sits in the palm of a hand, tracing the worn silver edges where old letters stand. Steam rises soft while the baker lays cinnamon dough, watching the city wake up through the window glass slow. Terrors of yesterday soften like salt in the rain, leaving a peaceful rhythm along every train. Did I remember to water the fern by the door, or did I leave my slippers on the kitchen floor? The thoughts just drift like dust motes in the sunlit air, without a worry or a single heavy care. A heavy ceramic cup sits in the palm of a hand, tracing the worn silver edges where old letters stand. Steam rises soft while the baker lays cinnamon dough, watching the city wake up through the window glass slope. Terrors of yesterday soften like salt in the rain, leaving a peaceful rhythm along every train. I fold my paper napkin into 4 neat squares. The steam has cleared away from every pane. I tip the cook a quarter as I walk downstairs and step out softly into morning rain. Wood smoke and cinnamon drift down the lane, past the gray fence where the roses grew wide. Frank sets 2 teacups beside the clean pane, then takes 1 saucer and puts it inside. 50 long winters they shared this old floor. Now there is silence beside the front door. He checks the brass clock that ticks in the gloom and straightens the rug in the center of the room. She took the coach when the weather turned raw, leaving the kettle to cool on the plate. He tends the garden they planted by law, locking the latch on the used to agree. Her woolen shawl rests upon the stair rail, smelling of lavender, soap and clean rain. Frank walks the gravel to pick up the mail, reading a postcard from down in South Maine. She writes of orchards that flourish in sand, tracing his name with a trembling right hand. He wipes the counter where sugar once lay, and counts all the years that have drifted away. She took the coach when the weather turned raw, leaving the kettle to cool on the plate. He tends the garden they planted by law, locking the latch on the heavy iron gate. Time carries on with a quiet decree, parting two shadows that used to agree. Love does not vanish when suitcases pack, nor does it fade when the taillights turn red. He keeps her picture right next to the clock, blessing the life and the vows they once said. She took the coach when the weather turned raw, leaving the kettle to cool on the plate. He tends the garden they planted by law, locking the latch on the heavy iron gate. Time carries on with a quiet decree, parting two shadows that used to agree. The stove grows colder as shadows stretch deep. The village around them is falling asleep. Frank folds the postcard and turns down the light, bidding his sweetheart a peaceful good night. A delivery truck rattles past the curb outside, and the front window pane vibrates with the sound. You shake off your coat and sit right down by my side, as the smell of dark roast fills the room around. The barista nods hello without a single word, and steam rises up like a quiet morning greeting. We have sat in this booth through 40 years of change, watching winter turn to spring across the street. Though the world on the outside feels a little strange, this corner of the room is still where we meet. You stir the brown sugar till the porcelain rings, and tell me about your grandson's baseball game. The baker in the kitchen softly sings, and time slows down while we call each other by name. We watch the town across the street. Though the world on the outside feels a little strange, this corner of the room is still where we meet. You stir the brown sugar till the porcelain rings, and tell me about your grandson's baseball game. The baker in the kitchen softly sings, and time slows down while we call each other by name. We watch the town wake as the paper boy lands, keeping warm ceramic in our steady old hands. The rush hour traffic glides beyond the yellow blinds, young people running with places to be, but sitting right here with a friend of my kind is the sweetest piece this old town gives to me. Take your time with that blueberry scone on your plate. We have nowhere else we need to run today. The street sounds drift off as the hour grows late, and we can keep talking till the clouds drift away. Truck rattles on the cobblestone before the baker turns his oven on. We used to watch the gray fog drift away and share a single coat to greet the dawn. You packed your wicker suitcase by the door, kitchen calendar unread. The rain is pooling on the parlor floor. I sleep alone inside our iron bed. I found your silver thimble on the sill, beside the faded photographs we took. The town is quiet and the clock is still. I press a dried forget-me-not in a book. You packed your wicker suitcase by the door and left the kitchen calendar unread. The rain is pooling on the parlor floor. I sleep alone inside our iron bed. Seasons turn from amber into snow. I wonder if you ever miss the view. Some old habits are too hard to go. I set 2 cups of tea, forgetting you. The milk truck rattles down the street again. I close the shutter and I turn the key. I hope you found a place without the rain, and time is kinder to you than to me. bicycle bell rings past the glass, and tires slush through the puddle lane. I saw you walking down the block with steam rising from the corner drain. You take your usual vinyl chair, unbuttoning your heavy wool coat slow, just like you did 30 years ago. The waitress brings 2 heavy mugs before you even ask or speak. We let the quiet settle in to warm the chilly start of the week. The baker slides his fresh rye from the rack while steam begins to rise, and old friends find a quiet bench to wash the winter from their eyes. A silver spoon hits ceramic blue to stir the cream into the dark, while autumn leaves dance across the street toward the entrance of the park. We count the years by how the corner building painted over green, and talk about the simple warmth inside a daily regular scene. You turn the page of yesterday's news and laugh about your aching knee. The radiator clicks and hums behind your chair right next to me. We watch the city start its stride without a reason left to rush, finding a comfort in the hush. The baker slides his fresh rye from the rack while steam begins to rise, and old friends find a quiet bench to wash the winter from their eyes. A silver spoon hits ceramic blue to stir the cream into the dark, while autumn leaves dance across the street toward the entrance of the park. We count the years by how the corner building painted over green, and talk about the simple warmth inside a daily regular scene. The world outside moves twice as fast, with young men running for the train, but sitting here with you today, the gentle things remain. So take your time with that last sip. The clock on the wall can wait a while. We have tomorrow at 7 sharp to share another quiet smile. Fresh roasted hazelnut and warm cinnamon drift out through the screen door into the street. Old Mr. Higgins hangs up his black hat and takes his usual window seat. The waitress brings him a heavy porcelain cup before he even opens up his mouth to speak. The radio plays a standard from 42, soft velvet horns blowing away the damp fog. She pours the cream until the coffee turns gold and leaves a fresh muffin right on his napkin fold. He wipes his reading glasses with a checkered sleeve and checks the sports page while the steam begins to rise. 40 long winters since he moved to this town, finding small comforts through familiar eyes. The world moves fast beyond the fog front window glass, but inside these wooden booths, time forgets to pass. The baker sweeps the flour off the counter ledge, singing along to an old Bing Crosby record, playing slow. Young couples rush past on their way to the train, missing the warmth waiting inside from the rain. Higgins shakes a little sugar into his cup, watching the neighborhood slowly wake up. The bell above the heavy door rings once again, welcoming milkmen and mailmen dripping wet. She sets down a plate with 2 slices of toast, serving the customer who stays the most. He wipes his reading glasses with a checkered sleeve and checks the sports page, while the steam begins to rise. 40 long winters since he moved to this town, finding small comforts through familiar eyes. The world moves fast beyond the fog front window glass, but inside these wooden booths, time forgets to pass. There is a comfort in the rhythm of the spoon against the rim, a simple kindness in the way she smiles back at him. No loud commotion or a reason to rush today, just quiet moments washing all the cold blue fog away. He leaves $1 and 2 quarters by his plate, tips his black hat, and steps outside the door. The cinnamon scent remains long after he is gone, warming the cafe for the day ahead once more. Warm cardamom and roasted chicory fill the diner hall, before the streetcars rattle past the ivy on the wall. Old Arthur hangs his wool cap on the brass peg by the stairs, and wipes the quiet winter damp off vinyl dining chairs. The neon sign is humming low in soft canary shade, while Clara sweeps the dusty floor where morning plans are made. She slides a heavy stoneware mug across the countertop, where dark coffee bubbles till the brass tea kettles stop. A slice of berry coffee cake is set beside his plate, before the tower clock downtown can chime to 8:15. He folds his daily paper to the puzzle on page 4, and nods at every milkman passing by the wooden door. For 30 years of seasons he has occupied this space, finding gentle comfort in a calm, familiar place. The pastry case holds lemon pies beneath the polished glass, while silver shadows on the wide linoleum tiles pass. She slides a heavy stoneware mug across the countertop, where dark coffee bubbles till the brass tea kettle stop. A slice of berry coffee cake is set beside his plate before the tower clock downtown can chime to 8:15. Nobody asks about the frame he carries in his vest, or why he loves the corner bench far better than the rest. They only know the percolator stays forever warm, a tiny safe harbor away from any winter storm. He sets 3 coins beside the glass and buttons up his coat, and leaves a little folded tip with a handwritten note. The screen door clicks behind him as he steps into the lane, and Clara wipes the counter clean until he comes again. The heavy oak chair takes both my hands to pull. A steam rises slowly from a ceramic bowl. I sit in the corner where the radiator hums, watching the alleyway before the milk truck comes. I wish I could send a note across the years to a boy with empty pockets and a chest full of fears. You thought every minor mistake was the end of the line, running through the dark without a single guiding sign. If you could see the quiet grace of 62, you would lay your heavy burden down in 92, because the storm you dreaded never broke the glass, and every bitter winter turned to green spring grass. So drink your cheap dark coffee while the light comes through. The waitress brings butter and toasted rye bread, while I think of the foolish things your young heart said. You cried over girls who forgot your honest name, and burned up your midnight gas chasing fleeting fame. It turned out alright, though the path took a detour. The hands that were shaking are steady now and sure. You thought every minor mistake was the end of the line, running through the dark without a single guiding sign. If you could see the quiet grace of 62, you would lay your heavy burden down in 92, because the storm you dreaded never broke the glass, and every bitter winter turned to green spring grass. So drink your cheap dark coffee while the light comes through. Take a breath, young dreamer, in that crowded little room. The seeds you planted silently are bound to bloom. Don't spend your 22nd year staring at the clock. There is a sturdy harbor waiting at this old town dock. I leave a generous tip beside the napkin tray, knowing you made it safely to this peaceful day. The chair is pulled back to its resting place, and I walk into the street with a steady pace. Soft amber hue spills across the floorboards, warming the vinyl seats from yesterday's chill. A silver-haired man sets his briefcase down, nodding politely while the steam starts to fill. He points to the stool right beside my elbow, asking if the morning paper is free to read. I slide the front page with a polite smile, grateful for a quiet moment we both need. The diner bell chimes as the kettle hums. We pour out the cream till the dark coffee turns pale. Two lonely strangers in the early calm, exchanging small words while the winter winds fail. You ask about the town where you were raised. I answer with a story from my youth. In gentle words, our simple lives are praised. A cup of coffee sweetens up the truth. Two friendly voices share the morning air, finding a little warmth in every chair. Golden peach glow washes over the napkin, tracing the lines on his worn leather coat. He tells me he worked 30 years on the railroad, writing his thoughts in a black pocket notebook. I mention my daughter just moved to Ohio. He says that his grandson is learning to drive. The minutes drift past like a slow, gentle river, making us feel just a little alive. The diner bell chimes as the kettle hums. We pour out the cream till the dark coffee turns pale. Two lonely strangers in the early calm, exchanging small words while the winter winds fail. You ask about the town where you were raised. I answer with a story from my youth. In gentle words, our simple lives are praised. A cup of coffee sweetens up the truth. Two friendly voices share the morning air, finding a little warmth in every chair. Sometimes a friendly voice is all it takes to lift the heavy clouds inside your mind. No grand promises or bitter heartaches, just two travelers leaving worries behind. He tips his brown cap and he leaves $1, steps out the front door into pale yellow light. I watch him walk down to the corner station, knowing the rest of my day will be right. Thank you for talking with me for a while. 6:15 glimmers on the brass mantle dial, and I close my eyes to picture us ahead. You will walk through that door with a silver-haired smile, wearing that cardigan of dark forest red. We will order 2 teas and a slice of peach pie, watching the early commuters hurry on by. The years will fly like swallows in the breeze, leaving quiet comfort in our knees. Someday the waitress will know what we want before we say a word. We will laugh at the headlines and hum to a tune that nobody else heard. My hand will rest on yours beneath the table while the kettle steams, trading yesterday's worries for simple, sweet, predictable dreams. 7:30 will tick on that same wooden frame, while the baker puts the fresh cinnamon rolls out. We will trace on the glass where we once wrote your name, without a single lingering shadow of doubt. Your spectacles will sit right on the edge of your nose as the yellow morning light softly grows. I see it all so clear, though we are young today. This little corner counter will not fade away. Time will carve its stories on our gentle faces, but love remains in all these ordinary places. Someday the waitress will know what we want before we say a word. We will laugh at the headlines and hum to a tune that nobody else heard. My hand will rest on yours beneath the table while the kettle steams, trading yesterday's worries for simple, sweet, predictable dreams. The clock ticks steady on the painted wall. I hold this future close and cherish it all. We will be right here when the gray hair shows, sitting in the warm corner where the sweet milk flows. his key sits beside the peppermill, unturned since winter took the garden down. I trace the metal edge while the kettle goes quiet, counting every hour you have spent across the county line. Old phonograph records don't spin by themselves, and dust settles slow on the cedar shelf. We traded promises like copper pennies on a wooden train, believing summer weather never turned to sudden rain. Now all the letters in the drawer have lost their postal seal, and time is teaching me how deep a gentle cut can feel. Your yellow cardigan still hangs behind the pantry door, smelling like lavender and cedar chips and rain. I thought of packing up the boxes before night arrived, but leaving things alone brings less of that familiar pain. The grandfather clock strikes 5:15, the only steady rhythm keeping this house alive. We traded promises like copper pennies on a wooden train, believing summer weather never turned to sudden rain. Now all the letters in the drawer have lost their postal seal, and time is teaching me how deep a gentle cut can feel. There was no shouting at the screen door when you packed your case, just two polite goodbyes without a tear upon your face. A quiet ending hurts far longer than an angry fight, and leaves a man alone to wander through a Tuesday night. We traded promises like copper pennies on a wooden train, believing summer weather never turned to sudden rain. Now all the letters in the drawer have lost their postal seal, and time is teaching me how deep a gentle cut can feel. I pick the small key up and put it in my pocket now, to let the table clear before tomorrow starts. Some loves don't break in thunder with a sudden sound, they simply wander out of weary hearts. Amber dust floats inside the window frame, it paints the counter in a copper stain. An old man sits 2 wooden stools away, he turns his cup and asks about my day. He says the paper never gets things right. I say at least the coffee pot is bright. We share a smile beneath the quiet ceiling, a simple spark of ordinary feeling. He tells a bold tale from a distant cold year, of simple old days that he still holds dear, while gentle warm steam rises up in the air. We trade small truths single care, a golden calm comfort that we briefly share. He stirs his black brew with a heavy sigh, points to the clouds that drift across the sky, says time moves fast, but early hours keep us steady. I nod along and say my check is ready. He tells a bold tale from a distant cold year, of simple old days that he still holds dear, while gentle warm steam rises up in the air. We trade small truths without a single care, a golden calm comfort that we briefly share. A stranger's voice can feel just like a friend when yesterday is coming to an end. He tips his cap and folds his coat in half and leaves me with a quiet, easy laugh. The amber light is fading down the street, the diner hums with other shoes and feet. I pour more milk and watch the quiet glass, grateful for the moments as they pass. Which way did the milkman turn on Tuesday? I forgot to ask before the gate clicked shut. My slippers are wearing thin at the big toe, just sitting here watching dust motes in the cut. You left your favorite wool scarf on the radiator. It smelled of peppermint and rain. I should have folded it into the cedar chest instead of watching headlights paint the ceiling pane. We packed our 40 years in cardboard squares. Now your side of the closet breathes cold air. I found a ticket stub from 1964 between the pages where we kept the grocery store. The kettle whistles softly while the floorboards creak, and I have not heard your voice in half a week. The postman brought a flyer for a garden sale. Red geraniums you always love to plant. I bought a single pot and set it by the porch, though both of us know well my watering can won't canned. Time is a slow river dragging heavy logs past the bend where we used to sit and peel sweet oranges. I still reach out my hand in the dark room, finding only empty space where the linen starched ranges. The porch light clicks off automatically at dawn. I am sitting in the wicker chair with my cardigan on, wondering if you found my favorite leather glove buried in the trunk beside our old books about love. A scratched brass spoon rests on the wood, left by a hand I used to hold. I stir the cream the way you would before the autumn turned us cold. The steam rises up toward the glass as old blue-collar buses pass. The waitress smiles and fills my cup. I nod my head but don't look up. I watch the steam turn into ghost white thread, remembering every gentle thing you said. The newsprint stains my thumb with quiet dark, while memory leaves its own soft silver mark. I turn my ring against the tabletop and wish this peaceful hour wouldn't stop. A diner clock ticks slow and deep beside a plate of buttered toast. Some secrets are too sweet to keep when sitting with a friendly ghost. The corner seat feels safe and warm, a quiet shelter from the storm. The waitress smiles and fills my cup. I nod my head but don't look up. I watch the steam turn into ghost white thread, remembering every gentle thing you said. The newsprint stains my thumb with quiet dark, while memory leaves its own soft silver mark. I turn my ring against the tabletop and wish this peaceful hour wouldn't stop. The bell above the door rings once again. I turn expecting you to wander in. It is a stranger shaking off the breeze, who hangs his coat and settles at his ease. I leave a quarter by the saucer rim. The morning light grows soft and slow and dim. I fold my napkin, leave my coat behind, and walk out with your memory on my mind. sudden thought cuts through the ticking clock, that maybe you forgot to lock the back door. The tea is cooling in the ceramic cup. I sit and stare at the wooden floor. The station wagon parked beneath the pine. Collector plates we bought in old Berlin. The dust is settling on the velvet chair where your cold coat used to hang right in. We packed the trunks before the heavy rain. You bought a one-way ticket down to Maine. I watched the shadows stretch across the yard and wonder why the good things fade so hard. The neighbors asked about you yesterday. I shook my head and smiled to pass the time. They think you went to help your aging aunt. They never knew about our hill and climb. I turned the dial to find a midnight show, an old waltz playing softly in the dark, remembering how we danced upon the dock before the rust consumed the iron park. The porch light burns to keep the shadows away. I blow it out and start to count the gray. The summer comes without you on the train, and I am left to watch the falling rain. Why does the brass bell ring when nobody comes in? The yellow napkin drifts across the tile. I wonder if my sister called my nephew in Berlin, or if she lost her address book a while. The radiator hums a tone from 30 years ago. I order black, but think about the cream. My coat is damp with yesterday's light snow. It's strange how early thoughts become a dream. The waitress wipes the corner table twice. She doesn't ask me what I came to find. I count the tiny cubes of melting ice and let the quiet slowly cross my mind. A heavy ceramic cup sits in the palm of a hand, tracing the worn silver edges where old letters stand. Steam rises soft while the baker lays cinnamon dough, watching the city wake up through the window glass slow. Terrors of yesterday soften like salt in the rain, leaving a peaceful rhythm along every train. The man 3 3 stools away is reading sports from June. He turns the page without a single sound. I think about the parlor piano always out of tune, and why the autumn leaves fall brown around. My thumb traces a crack upon the plate. I should have worn the thicker woolen socks. The kitchen timer dinged at 20 past 8. Time moves so differently inside these clocks. The waitress wipes the corner table twice. She doesn't ask me what I came to find. I count the tiny cubes of melting ice and let the quiet slowly cross my mind. A heavy ceramic cup sits in the palm of a hand, tracing the worn silver edges where old letters stand. Steam rises soft while the baker lays cinnamon dough, watching the city wake up through the window glass slow. Terrors of yesterday soften like salt in the rain, leaving a peaceful rhythm along every train. Did I remember to water the fern by the door, or did I leave my slippers on the kitchen floor? The thoughts just drift like dust motes in the sunlit air, without a worry or a single heavy care. A heavy ceramic cup sits in the palm of a hand, tracing the worn silver edges where old letters stand. Steam rises soft while the baker lays cinnamon dough, watching the city wake up through the window glass slope. Terrors of yesterday soften like salt in the rain, leaving a peaceful rhythm along every train. I fold my paper napkin into 4 neat squares. The steam has cleared away from every pane. I tip the cook a quarter as I walk downstairs and step out softly into morning rain. Wood smoke and cinnamon drift down the lane, past the gray fence where the roses grew wide. Frank sets 2 teacups beside the clean pane, then takes 1 saucer and puts it inside. 50 long winters they shared this old floor. Now there is silence beside the front door. He checks the brass clock that ticks in the gloom and straightens the rug in the center of the room. She took the coach when the weather turned raw, leaving the kettle to cool on the plate. He tends the garden they planted by law, shadows that used to agree. Love does not vanish when suitcases pack, nor does it fade when the taillights turn red. He keeps her picture right next to the clock, blessing the life and the vows they once said. She took the coach when the weather turned raw, leaving the kettle to cool on the plate. He tends the garden they planted by law, locking the latch on the heavy iron gate. Time carries on with a quiet decree, parting two shadows that used to agree. The stove grows colder as shadows stretch deep. The village around them is falling asleep. Frank folds the postcard and turns down the light, bidding his sweetheart a peaceful good night. A delivery truck rattles past the curb outside, and the front window pane vibrates with the sound. You shake off your coat and sit right down by my side, as the smell of dark roast fills the room around. The barista nods hello without a single word, and steam rises up like a quiet morning greeting. We have sat in this booth through 40 years of change, watching winter turn to spring across the street. Though the world on the outside feels a little strange, this corner of the room is still where we meet. You stir the brown sugar till the porcelain rings, and tell me about your grandson's baseball game. The baker in the kitchen softly sings, and time slows down while we call each other by name. We watch the town wake as the paper boy lands, keeping warm ceramic in our steady old hands. A yellow school bus screeches at the traffic light. You smile at the waitress when she fills up your cup. There is comfort in knowing that some things stay right every single day when the neon sign lights up. We have sat in this booth through 40 years of change, watching winter turn to spring across the street. Though the world on the outside feels a little strange, this corner of the room is still where we meet. You stir the brown sugar till the porcelain rings, and tell me about your grandson's baseball game. The baker in the kitchen softly sings, and time slows down while we call each other take your time with that blueberry scone on your plate. We have nowhere else we need to run today. The street sounds drift off as the hour grows late, and we can keep talking till the clouds drift away. Truck rattles on the cobblestone before the baker turns his oven on. We used to watch the gray fog drift away and share a single coat to greet the dawn. You packed your wicker suitcase by the door, kitchen calendar unread. The rain is pooling on the parlor floor. I sleep alone inside our iron bed. I found your silver thimble on the sill beside the faded photographs we took. The town is quiet and the clock is still. I press a dried forget-me-not in a book. You packed your wicker suitcase by the door and left the kitchen calendar unread. The rain is pooling on the parlor floor. I sleep alone inside our iron bed. Seasons turn from amber into snow. I wonder if you ever miss the view. Some old habits are too hard to go. I set 2 cups of tea, forgetting you. The milk truck rattles down the street again. I close the shutter and I turn the key. I hope you found a place without the rain, and time is kinder to you than to me. A bicycle bell rings past the glass, and tires slush through the puddle lane. I saw you walking down the block with steam rising from the corner drain. You take your usual vinyl chair, unbuttoning your heavy wool coat slow, just like you did 30 years ago. The waitress brings 2 heavy mugs before you even ask or speak. We let the quiet settle in to warm the chilly start of the week. The baker slides his fresh rye from the rack while steam begins to rise. the years by how the corner building painted over green, and talk about the simple warmth inside a daily regular scene. You turn the page of yesterday's news and laugh about your aching knee. The radiator clicks and hums behind your chair right next to me. We watch the city start its stride without a reason left to rush, finding a comfort in the hush. The baker slides fresh rye from the rack while steam begins to rise, and old friends find a quiet bench to wash the winter from their eyes. A silver spoon hits ceramic blue to stir the cream into the dark, while autumn leaves dance across the street toward the entrance of the park. We count the years by how the corner building painted over green, and talk about the simple warmth inside a daily regular scene. The world outside moves twice as fast, with young men running for the train, but sitting here with you today, the gentle things remain. So take your time with that last sip. The clock on the wall can wait a while. We have tomorrow at 7 sharp to share another quiet smile. Fresh roasted hazelnut and warm cinnamon drift out through the screen door into the street. Old Mr. Higgins hangs up his black hat and takes his usual window seat. The waitress brings him a heavy porcelain cup before he even opens up his mouth to speak. The radio plays a standard from 42, soft velvet horns blowing away the damp fog. She pours the cream until the coffee turns gold, and leaves a fresh muffin right on his napkin fold. He wipes his reading glasses with a checkered sleeve and checks the sports page, while the steam begins to rise. 40 long winters since he moved to this town, finding small comforts through familiar eyes. The world moves fast beyond the fog front window glass, but inside these wooden booths, time forgets to pass. The baker sweeps the flour off the counter ledge, singing along to an old Bing Crosby record, playing slow. Young couples rush past on their way to the train, missing the warmth waiting inside from the rain. Higgins shakes a little sugar into his cup, watching the neighborhood slowly wake up. The bell above the heavy door rings once again, welcoming milkmen and mailmen dripping wet. She sets down a plate with 2 slices of toast, serving the customer who stays the most. He wipes his reading glasses with a checkered sleeve and checks the sports page, while the steam begins to rise. 40 long winters since he moved to this town, finding small comforts through familiar eyes. The world moves fast beyond the fog front window glass, but inside these wooden booths, time forgets to pass. There is a comfort in the rhythm of the spoon against the rim, a simple kindness in the way she smiles back at him. No loud commotion or a reason to rush today, just quiet moments washing all the cold blue fog away. He leaves $1 and 2 quarters by his plate, tips his black hat, and steps outside the door. The cinnamon scent remains long after he is gone, warming the cafe for the day ahead once more. Warm cardamom and roasted chicory fill the diner hall before the streetcars rattle past the ivy on the wall. Old Arthur hangs his wool cap on the brass peg by the stairs and wipes the quiet winter damp off vinyl dining chairs. The neon sign is humming low in soft canary shade, while Clara sweeps the dusty floor where morning plans are made. She slides a heavy stoneware mug across the countertop, where dark coffee bubbles till the brass tea kettles stop. A slice of berry coffee cake is set beside his plate before the tower clock downtown can chime to 8:15. He folds his daily paper to the puzzle on page 4 and nods at every milkman passing by the wooden door. For 30 years of seasons he has occupied this space, finding gentle comfort in a calm, familiar place. The pastry case holds lemon pies beneath the polished glass, while silver shadows on the wide linoleum tiles pass. She slides a heavy stoneware mug across the countertop, where dark coffee bubbles till the brass tea kettles stop. A slice of berry coffee cake is set beside his plate before the tower clock downtown can chime to 8:15. Nobody asks about the frame he carries in his vest, or why he loves the corner bench far better than the rest. They only know the percolator stays forever warm, a tiny safe harbor away from any winter storm. He sets 3 coins beside the glass and buttons up his coat, and leaves a little folded tip with a handwritten note. The screen door clicks behind him as he steps into the lane, and Clara wipes the counter clean until he comes again. chair takes both my hands to pull. As steam rises slowly from a ceramic bowl, I sit in the corner where the radiator hums, watching the alleyway before the milk truck comes. I wish I could send a note across the years to a boy with empty pockets and a chest full of fears. You thought every minor mistake was the end of the line, running through the dark without a single guiding sign. If you could see the quiet grace of 62, you would lay your heavy burden down in 92, because the storm you dreaded never broke the glass, and every bitter winter turned to green spring grass. So drink your cheap dark coffee while the light comes through. The waitress brings butter and toasted rye bread, while I think of the foolish things your young heart said. You cried over girls who forgot your honest name, and burned up your midnight gas chasing fleeting fame. It turned out alright, though the path took a detour. The hands that were shaking are steady now and sure. You thought every minor mistake was the end of the line, running through the dark without a single guiding sign. If you could see the quiet grace of 62, you would lay your heavy burden down in 92, because the storm you dreaded never broke the glass, and every bitter winter turned to green spring grass. So drink your cheap dark coffee while the light comes through. Take a breath, young dreamer, in that crowded little room. The seeds you planted silently are bound to bloom. Don't spend your 22nd year staring at the clock. There is a sturdy harbor waiting at this old town dock. I leave a generous tip beside the napkin tray, knowing you made it safely to this peaceful day. The chair is pulled back to its resting place, and I walk into the street with a steady pace. Soft amber hue spills across the floorboards, warming the vinyl seats from yesterday's chill. A silver-haired man sets his briefcase down, nodding politely while the steam starts to fill. He points to the stool right beside my elbow, asking if the morning paper is free to read. I slide the front page page with a polite smile, grateful for a quiet moment we both need. The diner bell chimes as the kettle hums. We pour out the cream till the dark coffee turns pale. Two lonely strangers in the early calm, exchanging small words while the winter winds fail. You ask about the town where you were raised. I answer with a story from my youth. In gentle words our simple lives are praised. A cup of coffee sweetens up the truth. Two friendly voices share the morning air, finding a little warmth in every chair. Golden peach glow washes over the napkin, tracing the lines on his worn leather coat. He tells me he worked 30 years on the railroad, writing his thoughts in a black pocket notebook. I mention my daughter just moved to Ohio. He says that his grandson is learning to drive. The minutes drift past like a slow, gentle river, making us feel just a little alive. The diner bell chimes as the kettle hums. We pour out the cream till the dark coffee turns pale. Two lonely strangers in the early calm, exchanging small words while the winter winds fail. You ask about the town where you were raised. I answer with a story from my youth. In gentle words our simple lives are praised. A cup of coffee sweetens up the truth. Two friendly voices share the morning air, finding a little warmth in every chair. Sometimes a friendly voice is all it takes to lift the heavy clouds inside your mind. No grand promises or bitter heartaches, just two travelers leaving worries behind. He tips his brown cap and he leaves $1, steps out the front door into pale yellow light. I watch him walk down to the corner station, knowing the rest of my day will be right. Thank you for talking with me for a while. 6:15 glimmers on the brass mantle dial, and I close my eyes to picture us ahead. You will walk through that door with a silver-haired smile, wearing that cardigan of dark forest red. We will order 2 teas and a slice of peach pie nobody else heard. My hand will rest on yours beneath the table while the kettle steams, trading yesterday's worries for simple, sweet, predictable dreams. 7:30 will tick on that same wooden frame, while the baker puts the fresh cinnamon rolls out. We will trace on the glass where we once wrote your name, without a single lingering shadow of doubt. Your spectacles will sit right on the edge of your nose as the yellow morning light softly grows. I see it all so clear, though we are young today. This little corner counter will not fade away. Time will carve its stories on our gentle faces, but love remains in all these ordinary places. Someday the waitress will know what we want before we say a word. We will laugh at the headlines and hum to a tune that nobody else heard. My hand will rest on yours beneath the table while the kettle steams, trading yesterday's worries for simple, sweet, predictable dreams. The clock ticks steady on the painted wall. I hold this future close and cherish it all. We will be right here when the gray hair shows, sitting in the warm corner where the sweet milk flows. This small brass key sits beside the pepper mill, unturned since winter took the garden down. I trace the metal edge while the kettle goes quiet, counting every hour you have spent across the county line. Old phonograph records don't spin by themselves, and dust settles slow on the cedar shelf. We traded promises like copper pennies on a wooden train, believing summer weather never turned to sudden rain. Now all the letters in the drawer have lost their postal seal, and time is teaching me how deep a gentle cut can feel. Your yellow cardigan still hangs behind the pantry door, smelling like lavender and cedar chips and rain. I thought of packing up the boxes before night arrived, but leaving things alone brings less of that familiar pain. The grandfather clock strikes 5:15, the only steady rhythm keeping this house alive. We traded promises like copper pennies on a wooden train, believing summer weather never turned to sudden rain. Now all the letters in the drawer have lost their postal seal, and time is teaching me how deep a gentle cut can feel. There was no shouting at the screen door when you packed your case, just two polite goodbyes without a tear upon your face. A quiet ending hurts far longer than an angry fight, and leaves a man alone to wander through a Tuesday night. We traded promises like copper pennies on a wooden train, believing summer weather never turned to sudden rain. Now all the letters in the drawer have lost their postal seal, and time is teaching me how deep a gentle cut can feel. I pick the small key up and put it in my pocket now, to let the table clear before tomorrow starts. Some loves don't break in thunder with a sudden sound. They simply wander out of weary hearts. Amber dust floats inside the window frame. It paints the counter in a copper stain. An old man sits two wooden stools away. He turns his cup and asks about my day. He says the paper never gets things right. I say at least the coffee pot is bright. We share a smile beneath the quiet ceiling, a simple spark of ordinary feeling. He tells a bold tale from a distant cold year, of simple old days that he still holds dear, while gentle warm steam rises up in the air. We trade small truths without a single care, a golden calm comfort that we briefly share. He stirs his black brew with a heavy sigh, points to the clouds that drift across the sky, says time moves fast, but early hours keep us steady. I nod along and say my check is ready. He tells a bold tale from a distant cold year, of simple old days that he still holds dear, while gentle warm steam rises up in the air. We trade small truths without a single care, a golden calm comfort that we briefly share. A stranger's voice can feel just like a friend when yesterday is coming to an end. He tips his cap and folds his coat in half, and leaves me with a quiet, easy laugh. The amber light is fading down the street. The diner hums with other shoes and feet. I pour more milk and watch the quiet glass Which way did the milkman turn on Tuesday? I forgot to ask before the gate clicked shut. My slippers are wearing thin at the big toe. Just sitting here watching dust motes in the cut. You left your favorite wool scarf on the radiator. It smelled of peppermint and rain. I should have folded it into the cedar chest instead of watching headlights paint the ceiling pane. We packed our 40 years in cardboard squares. Now your side of the closet breathes cold air. I found a ticket stub from 1964 between the pages where we kept the grocery store. The kettle whistles softly while the floorboards creak, and I have not heard your voice in half a week. The postman brought a flyer for a garden sale. Red geraniums you always love to plant. I bought a single pot and set it by the porch, though both of us know well my watering can won't canned. Time is a slow river dragging heavy logs past the bend where we used to sit and peel sweet oranges. I still reach out my hand in the dark room, finding only empty space where the linen starched ranges. The porch light clicks off automatically at dawn. I am sitting in the wicker chair with my cardigan on, wondering if you found my favorite leather glove buried in the trunk beside our old books about love. Scratched brass spoon rests on the wood, left by a hand I used to hold. I stir the cream the way you would before the autumn turned us cold. The steam rises up toward the glass as old blue-collar buses pass. The waitress smiles and fills my cup. I nod my head but don't look up. I watch the steam turn into ghost white thread, remembering every gentle thing you said. The newsprint stains my thumb with quiet dark, while memory leaves its own soft silver mark. I turn my ring against the tabletop and wish this peaceful hour wouldn't stop. A diner clock ticks slow and deep beside a plate of secrets are too sweet to keep. When sitting with a friendly ghost, the corner seat feels safe and warm, a quiet shelter from the storm. The waitress smiles and fills my cup. I nod my head but don't look up. I watch the steam turn into ghost white thread, remembering every gentle thing you said. The newsprint stains my thumb with quiet dark, while memory leaves its own soft silver mark. I turn my ring against the tabletop and wish this peaceful hour wouldn't stop. The bell above the door rings once again. I turn expecting you to wander in. It is a stranger shaking off the breeze, who hangs his coat and settles at his ease. I leave a quarter by the saucer